Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live. I'm back after having a lovely 2 weeks off, and yeah, I just needed. I was just so busy, so busy. So I hope you're all doing well, and just checking if the chat's doing okay. Hope everything's okay. Can you hear me all well? Let me know, and once I know that, I can let's just have a look how the chat's going on. Yeah, can you all hear me okay? Nobody's saying in the chat yet whether or not they can hear me or not. So let's have a look. I don't even know if am I live? Yeah. Okay, yeah, you can hear me all fine. Thank you, Rita. So today I thought I'd just have a little catch up with you all, see how you all going on. We're all ready for Christmas and talk about some of the benefits that we have of having an allotment or growing food in your garden. But yeah, hello everyone. I'll just have a quick look through the chat. I'm rushing today because I've been trying to get a few things sorted ready for another project. But yeah. So hi me Treebio. I don't recognize that name, so welcome anyway. Hi Trolled Garden, nice to see you on. Ecology Today. Nice to see you on. That's Jay. Thank you, Jay, for moderating. Sorry, I didn't email you to tell you I was doing this. I wasn't planning it again this week because I've been busy, but I thought, you know what, I've been off for a few weeks now. I need to get back to it. Hi Rita. Hi Joe from Muddy Puddles of Farm. Siggy, nice to see you on. Deb's Veg Plot, lovely to see you on. Cheryl, hi Cheryl. Malcolm, Kerry, Varys Veg, and Andrew Jardin. Yeah, that's right. Colin, I'm sorry if I missed anyone out. Hi Jen from the Moorside Gardener. Hi Mags from My Country Garden. Are we up to date? No. Annie, lovely to see you on. Joe, Mel's Veg from Flowers. I think Dukov. Yeah, I think I'm nearly at the end now. Duncan, nice to see you on again. Cats and Cross Stitch. Hello. Yeah, you're all chatting away here. You must have been on here a few minutes before me because there's quite a lot. Hi, David. Nice to see you on. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you on. Hi, Steve's Allotment Garden Northeast. Rich, Wendy, God, Abby. There's lots of you on tonight. You must have missed me, have you? You missed me. I haven't been on for a while. I'm Hi, Logo Candle Co. Susie, lovely to see you on. Right. I'm up to date. Anyone else who joins now? Hello. But yes, I thought we talk about just general things, how you all going on in your garden. Let me know in the chat as well what you're up to on your plots and your garden. It has been raining and raining and raining. Thank you, Charlotte Holworth. Yeah, we missed you. Yeah, you know what? I've just been so busy, and it was the only evening when I got home one day, and it was 6 o'clock, and I thought, I'm exhausted. I really needed some time just to relax, and yeah, I needed it. So, hi Charlotte. Hi Susan Chalmers. Very nice posh name there. But yeah, yeah, it's been quiet on a Thursday. Bet it has. Yeah, loads has happened. Honestly, if you've seen my recent video, not only did I have that shotgun incident, which which everyone else was more concerned about than me. Maybe I'm immune to trauma now because of my job, but I just thought like, it was just a normal day. But everyone else was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that happened." Pimp in My Shed that I have seen, Mark. I did see the video coming up. I'm going to watch that after this. Hi, Sisters Plots. Yes, it's on my list to watch. I've been trying to watch a few more YouTube channels just to get me into perspective and cheer me on, Malin. You're one of them that always encourages people to keep going. How did you all do with that storm? Yeah, I know, it's horrific. I just feel like it's rained and rained and rained this year, and I don't know what's going on. Hi, Carlson, going 8073. Oh, Carl Sandy going that would make more sense. Yeah, it's been crazy. But on top of that, what else could go wrong in my life? I had a car accident in work. I wasn't driving, but I thought, like, can anything else more? My neck's a little bit sore. I'm flushed. Don't believe the flushness. That's because it always happens if I drink a bit of bubbly or whatever. And Christmas is coming now, and yeah, I'm on this new Bucks Fizz, which is I love a bit of Bucks Fizz at Christmas. Do you? Is this one? It's from. I can only get it from one particular place, and I can't remember which one it was now. It was Aldi's. So and I had it last year, and it was absolutely delightful. So if you fancy something, you know, blood orange and pomegranate flavor, Bucks Fizz. So cheers everyone. But Susie, and Susie and Debs, I can see you two there, honestly, being cheeky. But yeah, yes, honestly, the pot and shed's been plotting on. I have been a little bit not deceptive to you all, but I did plan this so that when I was filming the shed, other videos would be scheduled to fit into those slots. So last week's video was actually filmed a week before, or maybe a little bit more. But yeah. So I tried to block a few videos plus to give me a bit of time as well, because Christmas time, it's one of the reasons why I haven't got like a big lineup of guests coming on, is because it takes a lot of time. And look at Rita and Devs and all saying, I didn't know you were building a shed. But yeah, I am building the shed. I'm actually ticking along with it. And then when the video's done, I'm gonna guess the shed reveal is gonna be, I'd say, New Year's. Maybe I'll bring it out on New Year's. So it'd be like New Year, new shed. But it's coming along now. When I say coming along, we're kind of getting there a bit with it. I don't want to put it into a vlog video and then you won't be able to fit it all in, and then just do like a bit here and then a bit here. Because I think people in the future who would like a video about potting sheds, or about building a potting shed, or what to put in a potting shed, I have been looking for them for the last, I'd say, honestly, I cannot believe I'm saying this, the last year or so. Been looking for just some inspiration. I know what goes in a potting shed, but like, I'd watch and think that's a good idea. There's none of those videos. So if you've got any suggestions of potting shed videos, pop them in the comments. Storage, things like that. But yeah, yes, you're right there, Mags. Bucks Fizz is a waste of wine. I don't know. I do like this stuff though. So honestly, I would highly recommend it. It does give me rosy cheeks though. But I have been having so much fun just by scheduling a few videos has given me a little bit of time. I've been spending so much time with friends and family, and brunches and Christmas things and ice skating, Winter Wonderland, and even Winter Wonderland. I went to Winter Wonderland, and one of my patients was right next to me on the ice, telling me about his problems and whatnot. And I thought, I can't get from. He was obviously well enough to go ice skating though, so that's a good thing. But yeah, work always reminds you somehow. Rita, Pinterest has been one of my favorite things to go on. I love Pinterest. I've tried Bumblebee. I'm never going to call mine a she shed. I've looked at she sheds as well, but a lot of them are like American ladies, and there's no disrespect to them, but they put a lot of things in them that make them look pretty, but they're not a potting shed. Or why would you waste a whole dresser full of floral arrangement when we all know a real potting shed is going to be dirty pots on there, trays, extra spaces to put some seedlings. You've got to be realistic with these things as well. But yeah, David, yes, you should have made a video when you built your shed in April, because I mean, those are the videos I've been looking for. And but yeah, but if anyone's got any pictures or whatever, send them in, because I like the potting shed from Tiger Shed. I'm not sure. Oh, have you changed your name? Yeah, you have. It used to be Marvelous. Have I missed something here? I realized you've changed your name on your account name. So yes. But yeah, I don't know what Tiger Shed is. Is this a company? There are he sheds also. Yes, there are, but I want mine to be in between. I love Jane's shed with the log burner and the stained glass. Yes, she copied that log burner off me as well. I tell you, know that now. No, she did message me and all for info and stuff about it, and she did mention me in the video, which was lovely of her. But they are such an asset. They are such an asset to have, those little log burners. You got to be careful. Stella says, Danny, that is why I moved from the town I worked in, because there are only so many times you get men hugging you before the husbands start the question. Well, Stella, I mean, that is true. But yes, I am looking for some more shed inspiration. Perhaps a fancy shed may attract some thievery. Maybe not too posh. This is true, but I'm still going to be realistic anyway. Matt said tiger sheds are beautiful. So let's have a look what a tiger shed is, shall we? If I type in tiger shed now and it comes up as a shed. All right, so they're a company. Okay, I didn't know this. Shall I share this with you? Yeah, let's share the screen. Tiger shed search. That's the one, innit? Look at me sharing screens and whatnot now as well. So yeah, these are kind of the sheds that they're we're kind of looking at. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Yes, but the thing is about these, they are lovely. Now this one looks a bit like Annie's. This one looks a bit like Annie's kitchen garden. If you've seen, love Annie's shed if you've seen it. But the issue is with sheds like this is that they restrict you on size and, you know, like little quirky corners and things like that. But they are beautiful. I will agree that they're actually beautiful sheds. So yes, I will say that they are quite nice. They're actually really nice. If I mean Tiger Shed, if you want to send me a shed, I mean I'll find a corner. But yeah, they're not where I'm kind of going with it though. That's the thing. I'm kind of looking for. Thank you, Jay, for putting the link in. I don't want to have a shed like a kit shed. I want it to be. Have I even told you the changes? No. So you're gonna have to wait till Sunday's video. This is what happens when you pre-record. Is that people were commenting on my video saying, "Love this, blah 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 blah." I had to rewatch my own video because I didn't have a clue what they were talking about. But yes, in next week's video, on Sunday's video, things have changed. Danny, I need some solar advice. Oh my god, yes. Let me know, Mal, because I could save you money on those things, because when I first did it, again, there's not much information on fitting solar panels and getting every single little thing. I wish there was a video that said you need this, 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 and this, and that's all you need. Actually, I did a video on that. I have actually done a video on that, but what I mean is, yeah, so I have got a video. I think it's called Power to the Plot. But what I mean is there's no videos out there when I was searching for just tell me exactly what I need to do this and not to waste money, because I don't want to keep buying things. And I was doing that. Oh, my dogs are not happy today. They're fighting over their new Christmas toys. That's what they're doing. I've got a greenhouse coming, the second-hand one, and I have no idea how to build a base. Oh, God, Charlotte, good luck. Good luck. Just be careful. Hi, Peter. Nice to see you on. But, yeah, what was I saying before my dogs actually just went nuts? Little Farmer's Farm did a good one on solo, I think. All right, allotment of the dead. So did I. No, yeah, thank you. That's sorry what I was saying about is that there's no Mal. I have got one called Power of the Plot, which shows you. I think I put a diagram on the screen as well of how I made the diagram myself, of showing you what you need and stuff. But you I wouldn't suggest you going out and buying the kits that they supply on like Amazon and eBay, because they just whack on the money on them because it's a bit like a package holiday. You'll end up getting it, and then you think, okay, yeah, at least I've got it. But you don't really need to go down that road. You could be booking your flights and you could be booking your transport all separately and saving money. And it's a bit like with the solar power set. But if you want, give me an email and I can send you everything that you need as well. But you don't need as much as you need. But Yeah, maybe it was this one. I think there's another one called. Oh yeah, I see what you're doing. You're showing me last one. Thank you. But yeah, there is a video called Power to the Plot as well, which I did last year, I think. But I want to put solar power. So Mal, you probably like but you're gonna have to wait till New Year's really for that, really, I think. So I'm gonna be fitting in my potting shed, solar power, nice windows, stained glass windows, opening windows, a potting table made from scratch, um, storage from scratch, custom made, a hardening off station, bit like a cold frame, but it's gonna be a full size cupboard, sitting area, um, log burner, solar lights, power. So I'm gonna have some plugs in there, the full lot. But I don't want to put it in little vlogs, like a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, a little bit. I want to put a video out so that for future people that want to do this thing, the video's there. The video was there. And that was pretty much why I did the if you've just taken an allotment video, which I've just done a couple of weeks ago as well. The reason I'd done that was because I just thought when I first started an allotment, I just wanted someone to just tell me these are the basic ground rules that you have when you start an allotment. Do these things first. Because I remember taking my plot and going, what do I do? Like, where do I start? And it was really daunting because I thought they're usually a mess as well, aren't they? They're usually a mess when you first take on a plot. And I kind of thought, I wish I had someone that just sat there and said, it's okay. We're all in the same boat. We've all learned from these mistakes, but these are some of the mistakes I made. Don't do them because I can tell you not to do them. And that's pretty much how I do with that's pretty much how I do it with, like, if people start allotment YouTube channels as well. I kind of will say, these are the things don't do when you first start, but you do. Can you do how to use a drill? I need that video. No, because I personally think if anyone can't use a drill, Matt, then they shouldn't be having an allotment. But you're fine with a drill, really. That's what I need, Danny. Just tell me what to do. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm like as well. I don't want vlog videos are perfect. They are really good. They're entertaining. There's something to watch when you're having your tea. Me faffing around the plot, Mal faffing around his plot, making it look perfect because it is always perfect. And all of us doing our videos like that. But there's no video out there that says, I'm going to cut the crap out. This is what you need to do. Sit down, get a pen and paper, and this is what you need to do to get that potting shed to work. And I want it to be 100% working for me. I don't want it just to be, oh yeah, it looks really pretty on Instagram or it looks pretty on the pictures or in the background. It needs to be a working potting shed as well, which works. There's certain things on my allotment that doesn't flow. I'm always fully aware that I'm a nightmare throwing pots down and then thinking, right, they need to all be sorted out and put somewhere. And the main reason is I think, where am I putting them? Where am I putting all these pots afterwards? Or where am I putting all these bean canes? Or where am I putting all these trays after I've planted everything up? And there's no place for that, but I want there to be a place for that. So let's have a look at the notes I've made for the benefits of having an allotment or a garden. I mean, I'm not going to go down the road of telling you the benefits of it being exercise and blah, 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 because we all know. I'd be cheeky if I said, this is what you need to do to have an allotment to keep fit, because I got a terrible belly and I still go to the plot all the time. And you see me running around and stuff, but I just like food and I'm happy with that. But yeah, it is good for your mental health as well. And I generally do stress about that. I don't want to talk about it all the way through. This is the reason why I got it. And I'm sure there's many of you watching that say the same thing about their allotments or their garden. It just clears your mind. It really does. There's somewhere for you to go, to hide out of the way. And, it's been proven that it does reduce stress and improve your mood and your mindfulness. And, like sometimes you just need to be sat down with your hands in the soil, just going through the soil sometimes, even if you're just picking out pebbles or you're taking out the glass or you're just, aerating that soil and planting a few lettuces in there and all. That is one of my favorite things to do in spring, just to disappear sometimes. And I am going to try and balance my YouTube and gardening out more for next year. So I'm going to be filming still the same amount, but I'm going to be mindful that I'm going to be picking a certain day once a week where it's just for me. There's no camera. And enjoying that garden a bit more than I am, because sometimes I feel like it's a film set. And I know that sounds daft, but sometimes I feel like, God, the only time I spent over there this week is to film and take good shots. And sometimes I just want it to just be for me. Um, yeah, I know. Yeah, so I'm having a bit of a rant about that, but I'm not. I'm just saying that that's kind of what I need to do. I need to make sure that I balance it out a little bit better. Where's my chat gone? I've lost my chat today. There we go. Okay. So we're here. Right. So let's have a look what you've all been saying. I wish you were local, Jane. I'd help and learn. Oh, that's really nice of you to say. I ask all the storage questions inside my house. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I know. I think I've got rid of all the mice in my greenhouse finally, Debs. Oh, that's good. Yeah. My chickens are so good for mental health too. Chickens and garden are a double whammy. Yeah, I totally agree. I used to love, sometimes I'd have really rough days at the hospital, and I always remember coming from, there's one video, and I'm not telling you which video it is because it was many years ago, and I just performed CPR on a patient for so long, and it didn't go the way I wanted to go. And I remember leaving my shift and going to the plot, and I just spent about 3 hours sat in the chicken coop with my chickens, and it just filters my mind out a bit, and it's definitely needed. I remember that day, and I still watch that video, and I think I filmed some of those things. I think nobody really knew what just happened because I still walked on the path, and you kind of get on with it, really, I suppose. But yeah. But yeah, definitely is needed for my type of job as well. Cheryl says, I saw a red Brussels sprout plant growing today. Has anyone grown any of those? I have, Cheryl. Mine was called Red Bull. Red Bull. Red Bull? I think it was called Red Bull, and I would not recommend them. Yeah, I would not recommend them, Cheryl, only because, not because, I'm trying to find, I'm not being rude, I'm trying to find if they were called Red Bull sprouts. They're smaller. They're called Red Bull. So so they're kind of like this. So they look like little mini sprouts, and they're red, but they don't do very well. They're smaller. They're like little marbles. So I kind of think, for the amount of space and the amount of time it grows, they grow just as slow as a normal sprout. And at the end of it, you're like, oh, I got these tiny little ones, and then you've got to try and peel off the outer leaves off them like you would a normal sprout. They're a thumbs down for me, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl, I do miss my chickens terrible, and maybe one day I will get some back after I finished after I finished uni and everything else, and everything's back to leveling out, and I haven't got to spend so much time doing that. When I go back to just doing like 3 days a week of work, and I think maybe I will get some back at some time, but it just wasn't feasible at the time. Varus Veg says, nurse shirt too, mental health, and that my plot helps so much with the demands of the job. Honestly, I feel for you, because I came from mental health as well. And people don't realize, do they? They don't realize what we actually get up to, and it can be a dangerous job on times, but very much needed to help, poorly people. Mag says, my red Brussels are an abject failure. I agree, they're just not that good. Oh no, I've got that growing. Good luck, Joe. All my sprouts are yak. Do you know what, Rita? That's funny you used to say that. I went over today and I looked at my sprouts. I thought, they're not looking good. Am I frozen? Am I still frozen, everyone? Can you let me know? Annie says I'm frozen. I hope not. The one is called Ruby Crunch. I mean, I would check how big they would grow, Cheryl, but yeah, I've grown Red Bull this year, have come to a big fat nad. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's about. I was looking forward to them, and again, I was disappointed with them. Yeah, so I'm hesitant to try them again. Maybe, I mean, if you did them, Cheryl, and you said, oh, do you want some of these plants? I'd say yeah. But knowing you'll give me them, and they'll be blooming purple sprout and broccoli or something. No, but yeah, I probably would if I was given a plant or two. But my sprouts today. I went over there and I'm really disappointed because for some reason they're kind of getting like this like white sheen on the outside leaves, or maybe they're just dying off those leaves. I'm not happy with my sprouts this year. Okay, everyone's saying no. Annie, maybe it was just your link. I just froze on you. Thank God. Thank you so much, everyone. My sprouts landed in the compost heap. Mine are going in there too, I think. Can anyone let me know if their sprouts have actually done well this year? Yeah, I am a biomedical scientist. I'd be lost without. Well, that makes sense, really. Now my allotment is so good mentally to play with. So, absolutely true. No, they will be sprouts, Danny. Well, I hope so then. If you're growing them, and also thank you so much to Robin as well. So Robin, I had a parcel come through yesterday, and it was some garlic seeds of a new variety of leeks and a variety of onions as well. So I'm gonna try them next year. So yeah, what's been your best crop this year? Matt says, cabbages, probably cabbages. Brussels sprouts probably be my worst right now, but cabbages. I had a good year again this year. But I put the effort into the soil in winter and spring, and I'm not taking credit myself, apart from the fact of what I've put in. But what I mean is, I try and make the soil healthy enough, and make sure the plants are healthy enough and big enough to go out. Because I see some people, they don't feed their soil as much. They put out tiny little seedlings that they haven't potted on a little bit outside, and then go, oh, the slugs at them. And well, guess what? You put them out, the soil's not healthy enough for them. They didn't grow quick enough. There wasn't enough nitrogen for those plants, i.e., like cabbages and whatnot. And then you put out a weak little seedling with like 2 leaves, and a slug just took them out. So they didn't have enough then to produce more leaves. They didn't have no energy to take in that, photosynthesis. So that's why you'll always see on my plot. Sometimes you'll see in spring my polytunnel. The reason it looks like a big nursery is because the plants are being grown on and potted on and made stronger. I don't put my cabbages out until they're about, this big, probably 8 inches or whatnot. So, yeah, try and get into the habit. Even if you buy plug plants from the garden centre, don't think, oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to plant out. It's okay to pot them on into 9-inch pots and make them as strong as they can. Because my theory is, if you have more than 2 leaves, or say you had 8 leaves on the plant, if slug knocks off 2, it's still got, a few more leaves then to carry on growing and then produce more leaves, so it can kind of fight back those slugs. And yeah, it's no good putting these tiny little seedlings out about this big, because they're just not strong enough to fight them off. And once they knock the top off them with a slug, they're gone. I've given up on sprouts. I must be doing something wrong, but I give up. It could possibly be your soil. I would test your soil. Get a cheap soil tester. You could have club root in the soil, so maybe it could be that. Check the roots of your previous crops, in there. Or you might not just be putting them in the right area, so they might be getting blown around or whatnot, and then they hate that as well. The sprouts being rocked. That's why I put those stakes in, and I cable tie them to the stake, so it doesn't rock as much. And also wind as well, so don't put them in a windy area, because again, they're being blown about. And make sure that soil's firm. Stamp down that soil as hard as you can before you plant. There's no dig where you have no fluffy soil on the top and lovely compost and stuff. It just doesn't work for those brassicas. They need to have that good firm soil, and then they like to have a tight root ball. So when you plant it in, they get constrained and they anchor down into that hard, firm soil, and they grow away lovely. You don't want like something called root rock, and that's what happens. They rock around in the soil and in fluffy compost, and then they go to seed because they're panicking, they're dying, and then they think, I'll produce a flower, produce more seed, and then at least my offspring have got a chance. And that's kind of what happens. And that's the birds and the bees of a cabbage. Yes, Tom, I will be there for cheap veg for my guinea pigs. Now, Lisa, if you've got guinea pig manure, that is absolutely fantastic for your plot. You can put it straight on the garden. It's good for your garden. So use your guinea pig sawdust manure poo-poos. Poo-poos, is that a word? Poop. You can tell me about this, haven't you? Yeah, put it straight on the garden, or put it in your compost bin, and that's fine as well. But you can put it directly on the beds. I have plants that are trying to flower again. Crazy how mild the weather is. Yeah. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, the asparagus started coming up. I thought, no, I don't want this because it'll weaken the crowns ready for spring. But luckily, the frost has come in now and they've gone back to sleep. Carrots will be new one to try next year. I'm mastering carrots next year, Lisa. I am definitely. I get carrots, but I don't get the quantity and the amount I want. So I'm gonna have a nice dedicated carrot bin built, and that's my plan. There's a few things. Yes. Keep drinking, Danny. I know. Oh my god, I went on a live a few times and after a few bottles, and me and Jane Kelly we were in trouble for it because we were giggling too much and laughing. What else have I got on my little notepad? The community. So having a community around you, and just if you haven't in your allotment, or maybe go around and speak to them all. Say, would you be interested to join a group chat if you haven't got one? Make one on WhatsApp, and you can swap seedlings. You can make new friends as well, because sometimes that little initial thing makes them speak to you more on the allotment, and going around and just chatting, because it doesn't have to be so isolated as you think it's going to be. It doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. You can make friends with the same hobbies, and that definitely does benefit you, because you end up getting things like me and Linda wouldn't have been friends if it wasn't for leek seedlings I put on the group chat. And I mean, I actually I say that I always say that me and Linda become friends because of leek seedlings, but I feel like me and Linda would have become friends. We would have become friends regardless. I mean, it would have happened anyway. I think we're just good. We're just good company for each other, and we constantly laughing and whatnot. So she's a good friend to have. I put down here as well, encourage you to have a more healthier and varied diet. And I agree, because there is certain things about an allotment I would never have tried before. Would I have bought an artichoke if I would have gone to a Waitrose? I won't get those in Aldi's, let me tell you now. But would I have tried one? No, I wouldn't have. And asparagus, yes, I probably would buy asparagus every now and again if I was having a steak or something like that. But it encourages you to eat the things because you've got an abundance of them. I mean, would I go to a supermarket if I didn't have allotment and buy runner beans twice a week? Absolutely not. Not those prices. I mean, they're like about $2.99 now for about eight runner beans or something. It's crazy. Absolute crazy. Mal says we have a great WhatsApp group. Yeah, I was the same, honestly, and it's become more and more active. People are helping and supporting each other, and especially new plot holders as well. They come onto the site, and I remember coming onto the site, and I knew my plot neighbor next door, who I spoke to like once or twice if he was there at the same time as me. And it can be lonely, and you can read as many books as you want sometimes, but just having that person say, don't listen to that book, it doesn't work here, it doesn't work on our allotment site. So yeah, it's beneficial sometimes just to make friends with the same hobbies, because they're going to listen. If I talk to my friends who haven't got an allotment, they are not interested at all the fact that I'm building a pot and shed and all these things. Mal says, I'd never eaten kale before having a plot. Me neither. Probably won't eat kale again now either, really. But no, I do try and grow some of it. We have a Facebook group for our site. Yeah, we do too, actually. But it's not that active. But the group chat, I mean, sometimes we do have a little chuckle on there as well. And it makes us then, when we see them on this plot, say hiya, just because we've seen them in the group chat chatting, and you kind of get a vibe from, only 3 of us on my allotment, and they live across the road from me. I can shout to them, no need for a group chat. I'm allowed anyways. They'll hear me at the next allotment. There you go, Liz. I believe that as well, Elizabeth. I believe that. Stephen on the plot said, I read a book on the plot last year. It was very peaceful. I normally listen to audio books at the plot, and sometimes they're horrors and stuff as well. And I know Jane Kelly is a massive fan of horror audio books, and sometimes she messages me at night because she's scared herself. But I've done them at the plot sometimes as well. I thought, this is blooming daft. You're blooming scaring yourself here when you're trying to sow your blooming, Jerusalem your artichoke seeds and stuff like that. Speaking of artichokes, one of the psychiatrists in work, he watches my channel as well, which was quite funny to be told. And he brought me a pile of Jerusalem artichokes in, quite strong, big, tubers, I guess. And so I'm going to plant them, not out in the direct soil, don't worry, but I'm going to plant them again and see how we get on. If anyone hasn't seen already, I'll give a shout out as well to Stephen on the plot as well, because Stephen's new to YouTube as well. I'll show you his channel now. I'm gonna try and yeah, hang on, what am I doing? I'm a pro at this, aren't I? Yeah, let's have a look. So this is what am I doing, Danny? What are you doing? Where have you gone? Yeah, so let's God, hang fire, everyone. This technology. I got two screens, so I'm trying to share screen. That's what I want to do. Having these two screens sometimes is a bit crazy. Yeah, so this is Steven's channel. Is it coming up? Is it? No. Why aren't you coming up? Share screen. YouTube, Stephen on the plot. Share. Can you actually see it? Because for some reason it's not showing. I was saying it's showing on my end, but is it showing on yours? Don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see Stephen's channel? Let me know. But if not, yeah. So let's have a look. I don't know why he's doing it. Just followed you on Instagram, Dammy. Yeah. I'll put a link to Stephen's channel in the chat. Copy, just in case it didn't. But yeah, this is Stephen's channel, so go and give him a subscribe. And yeah, I don't know why he's not sharing, but I've just put a link on there now for Stephen's channel. Let me have a look if I can do it better. I think it's because I'm screen sharing on two screens. Let's have a look. Let me know if this works. This might work. Let's have a look. Share. No, why is it not doing it? I don't know. But for some, did it just share then? Mal, let me know if it's shared. But yeah, for some reason, it's not sharing the on the screen anymore. I don't know why. But yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe we'll have a look now. YouTube. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can do it. No, yes. Yes. Oh, so you did see it this time round. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Shared a minute ago. Okay, thank you. So yes. Hold on. Where have I gone? I've lost myself now. Hold on. There we are. I got too many screens open. But yeah, so that's Stephen on the plot. Go and give him a subscribe. Watch a few of his videos. Tell him I sent you along. Give him a comment as well. Support these new channels. And I'm new to Danny. I've just been a YouTuber since September. Yeah, so also, let's do this as well. We normally do this at the end, but also Steve's Allotment Garden Northeast as well is a new channel as well. And it is immaculate. It's a beautiful channel as well. So go and support both the Stevens this week. I'll try and share at least one or two every week. But yeah, last time I did it was Matt's garden plot as well. So at the end of it anyway, you can all put your YouTube in capitals at the end, and people can go and subscribe to you all anyway. But yeah, go and give Stephen on the plot and Steve's allotment. What was I saying? Yeah. I've lost it now. The chat's going. Steve's allotment garden northeast. So yeah, give him both a subscribe. And already did the new boys. There you go. Beg your pardon. Found Stephen's channel a few days ago and subscribed. There you go. Susan Chalmers, very posh name. Yes. So how are you all going on now with your channels? with your channels, with your plots. Thank you for YouTube. The community is great. There you go. If you have got a YouTube channel, at the end, like I said, you can just type in capitals YouTube and everyone can just give you a subscribe and follow you. And then they won't have to watch me as much then. They can watch all you newbies and I can have a blooming... I can retire. I can retire then. But yeah, it's nice to see new people coming on because some people retire and some people give up their channels, and then it's nice to have someone to replace. You know, we wouldn't like to lose our favorite channels, but sometimes they just give up. I'm not saying I'm going to, don't worry, I'm not saying that. You're not getting rid of me that easily. But yeah, there's always new channels that come along, I suppose. Yeah. Matt's guard block is a cold frame essential. No. I wouldn't say essential. I wouldn't say it's like one of those things you definitely need straight away. But because your greenhouse is like a big cold frame anyway, you know. But the idea is then that you take them out of there, you put them in the cold frame because it's colder, hardens them off, but they're still protected. But yeah, they're an accessory that they are quite good, but you don't really need them. I mean, if you're going to be going to the plot quite regularly, you don't need them either because you'll see me sometimes taking mine out of the plot, out of the polytunnel, sorry, and putting them outside in the daytime, and then I put them back inside just to keep protected over winter because of the frosts, and then back out again, and then back again outside and inside. But it's just one of those things. If you've got them all out there in the cold frame, they still get a bit of a chill, but they don't get a cold, basically. We love chat. We love having a new chat to us, Danny. Yes, true. We are buried under 1 to 2 feet of snow. My cold crops are frosting up to taste better. There you go. Jealous. I need a wood chip drop desperately. Me too, Mal. Me too. Thank you so much. I mean, you wouldn't retire, Danny. You'd miss us too much. Oh yeah, Deb, I miss you like an hole in the head, love. Don't you dare leave us, Danny. No, I'm not going anywhere. What would I do in my life? What would I do? Well, yes, you have. Well, I ordered my polytunnel, Danny. I'm ecstatic for install early January. Honestly, we've been talking for quite a while now about, and I gotta be honest, I've been encouraging her to just do it, just rip the plaster off, order the polytunnel. She's got it from First Tunnels as well, and yeah, she's having the roll-up sides like me in double doors, and yeah, good luck with it because you're gonna love it. Danny, are you tired? Yes, I am tired. But yeah, Christmas is coming. I got 2 weeks off for Christmas as well, so it's not so bad. I say I got 2 weeks off. I'm still going in Boxing Day, just to do my part, you know, and plus this buffet as well. It's Christmas buffet. I'm not going to miss that. But yeah, I'm going to have some time off, so I'll have plenty of time to do some gardening and Christmas things. I'm going to see the Muppets Christmas Carol in the cinema, and been to Winter Wonderland. I'm going to, where am I going? A couple of Christmas brunches and meals out, and I went back to my old placement as well. Do you remember when I went to the school last winter? So I went back there yesterday because they invited me back. And I had Christmas dinner, seen all the children again, and they were all screaming because they didn't expect to see me. So it was really nice actually going back. Danny is only allowed a break, but he can't retire from YouTube. I'm not ready for that. No, I'm not retiring. I've never missed a video. Do you know that? But I did have a little break off the lives as well, but just because I just needed just sit down and watch television and not move in just some like, fluffy pajama bottoms and just drink something merry and just enjoy Christmas a bit. And that's what I'm planning on doing this Christmas. So I will probably do one more live before Christmas. Maybe I'll invite a few guests on for that one. Yeah, probably will. I'll have a little word. I'll have a little look around and see who wants to come on. Maybe we can. Yeah, but yeah, I'll still be on. I'll still be doing videos every Sunday all through Christmas. So don't worry. So I think the schedule is none of them fall on Christmas Day anyway, and I think so. there will be a video on the 21st, and then there will be one on the 28th and on the 4th. So yeah, so there's going to always be a video over Christmas, don't worry. But the lives, I will be having a break, so I'll probably do a next. Yeah, maybe next week, because the Thursday is on Christmas. So maybe next week I'll do the Christmas one. Next week will be the Christmas special, perhaps, and perhaps I'll ask blooming Jane Kelly or someone on, or maybe I'll even ask Matt on. Matt will probably come on. I mean, he's chopsy. He'll be all right. Would you be happy to join you on a live, Danny? Yes. Oh my God, yeah. Why did you, Joe, come on as well? Why not? Bobble hats all round. Make sure you rest in between doing all your days off, as you will exhaust yourself even more. Stella, honestly, if people realize, right, how my week is, there's never a gap. There's literally, it's that bad where I promised I was going to be doing less this year. I have hour slots to relax and sit down and things, and that's what happens. So I am trying to get better at it, though. I would request festive clothing for guests next week. Yes, so it would be Christmas jumpers next week. Pot and shed maker. Yeah, homegrown garden. Pot and shed maker, homegrown garden. Oh, yeah, so that was funny enough you should say that. That's the video, that's the only one I've watched. That was for Catherine, right? Catherine? Yeah, I think her name's Catherine. Caitlin, Catherine, I think. That's the only video I watched. I thought, oh my God, that's kind of what I want to do. But yeah, well, we've got everyone's asking to come on the Thursday now. I love going on live so much. If it's Thursday, I'm available. Stella, I'm not going to say Shaun of the Dead, because I always call you Sean. I'm not doing it today. I have a bobble hat ready. I'll have a think now how I'm going to do this for the lives on. I would say it's going to be next week, because it can't be any other day, I don't suppose, unless I do a different day, no, it has to be the Thursday, I suppose. I'll have a little think, and I'll put something on the community page in a couple of days, and we'll try and get a little Christmas little number going, because they are fun, and you definitely need at least one lazy day. Where are you staying in your jammies and watch crappy TV? That's fine. I agree. Christmas tree is up, though. If your new garden, castle, shed, having a drawbridge and a tower. That was actually the plan, to be honest. I'm not talking about the plan, because that's changed a little bit, but there will be a nice big pond and whatnot, but all to be revealed. I think it's next week's video. I think it's already scheduled and it's already recorded, so they're in the ethos ready to be published. So yeah. Hold on. We're getting. Thank you so much, Tom, for sending me your pictures. I'm going to look through all these, and Stephen as well. Oh, that's a posh shed, Stephen. I'm going to look through these now when I get through here. And thank you so much, everyone who has sent me bobble hat or festive hats or woolly hats through pictures. Thank you so much for sending me those, because I've had so many. So this is your last chance. If you want to feature in the Christmas video, which will be coming out on, let's have a look, the 21st, which is, the 21st of December. You need to send me, preferably landscape, long ways, like the screen. Send me on your plot or in a bobble hat, preferably, or Christmas hat, that's fine. Send it to my email address. I'll put it in the chat now. If I haven't replied back to you for sending them, I have seen them all, but there's been so many that I cannot reply to every single one. But thank you so much, everyone. You will be put in the video, I promise you. And yeah, you'll be in. What plan is that, Danny? Are you building a shed? Debs, I'm not showing you what I'm doing behind this hand, right? But that's what I'm thinking right now. Yes, I'm building a shed. I am going to the plot tomorrow. I will take a picture with a bobble hat, and I shall try to remember. You can send me on Instagram as well if you want. What is the deadline for the bobble hats? I would say the deadline for the bobble hats will be. Will it be this video though? What are we on today? The 11th. Yeah. So your deadline for the video, for the bobble hat video, is going to be by the end of this week. So you've got till Sunday. So go, go, go. Send me as many as you can, because I don't mean send me 50 of you in a bobble hat. I mean, one pictures is enough. But I mean, send me as many of you want to. Send me those pictures in. They're not going to be, and I'm not going to be making anything ridicule out of them. I mean, I might do a Debs. I might put a couple of devil horns on it or something. But yeah, you've literally got till Sunday to send them in. I've had loads, but send as many as you can. And honestly, I don't mind. It would help. It would really help the video, I'm sure. Because I mean, you'll be part of it as well. I mean, you're part of my channel. You all are. So why not? You know, it's the Christmas video as well. Last year's video, if you haven't seen it, the Christmas special was one of my favorite things to edit. Having all those YouTubers dancing around and put into a Christmas music video. If you haven't seen it, Jay, can you find the link to that Christmas video as well and put it in the chat? It's I think it's called Christmas Special. It was last year as well. If you can find that, Jay, that would be absolutely perfect. Jay's the moderator tonight as well. Thank you very much. But it was one of my favorite videos to edit, just to put all those YouTubers on my channel. I'm just checking what it was called. It was called It's a Christmas Miracle. That was a video I've got on my phone. I could put it on you, but if you can do it, Jay, that would be perfect. I'd love the Christmas one last year. It was so funny. Wasn't it good, Jen? It was so good. Should I try and get a picture of Kevin in a hat? Yes. Send as many pictures as you can. It would be lovely. But try and make sure that the landscape, long ways, it's just easier for the video. That was such a lovely video. It was good, wasn't it? I was so pleased when I edited it. Honestly, I watched it like 5 times myself. I thought I was so pleased with that clip. And I kind of wish I did it again this year, but it took so long to edit. Maybe maybe next year I'll do it. But this year I had to kind of prioritize the things, and my exams and essays are due as well. But they're all looking fine. Thank you so much, Jay, for putting that on. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, honestly, watch that. There'll be loads of your YouTube favorites in there. Loads of them. Gary and I'm doing silly things for a Christmas video. I made it was kind of like an 80s style Christmas video, and it was so much fun. Glad you mentioned landscape, Danny. Some people might struggle with that. Yes, Jen, some people did struggle with that, sending me photographs in the most randomest things. Yes, make sure that the landscape. I mean, you only got to turn your phone like that, just make it make sense. Yes. Are you all ready now for Christmas? What have you asked for Christmas as well? Like, what have you asked Santa to bring you? I am hoping that I haven't. The worst thing is, though, I know I'm going to end up buying these myself, but I really, really want like a heated pair of gloves, because my hands are so cold at the moment. But I'm trying to live on a budget. I really am trying this Christmas. But maybe Santa will be kind to me and bring me a pair, hopefully. But I really want to. If you can recommend a pair as well, that would be amazing. The ones that you can charge up, and then you just press a little button here and it keeps your hands toasty and warm. Yeah. That's what I kind of want for Christmas. Don't want nothing special this year. I feel like I've been spoilt massively anyway over the year from certain companies and viewers, and massive thank you as well to everyone who's become members recently as well, and there's been quite a few of them as well. I would love a shed. I don't think it will fit down my chimney. No, Matt, it won't. B&Q voucher, that's a good one. But yeah, thank you so much everyone who's become members, who have sent me super thanks and stuff on my videos lately, and don't think I haven't noticed as well, because I have commented back on those people. So thank you so much if you have put a super thanks on my videos and donated to the channel, and also my buy me a coffee as well. Honestly, I was shocked. I don't know why. So if you have recently bought me a coffee on my buy me a coffee thing, I cannot tell you how much that meant to me, because I was like, there's something that I really want for my pot and shed, and I don't know how you knew, or you just somehow knew, you you sent, you bought me some coffees and whatnot, and yeah, thank you so much, honestly. Stella said, Danny, you and I are on a budget and those gloves are so expensive. I feel you. I know. I'm really trying, and I've noticed that the cost of living is crazy as well. I live alone, and yeah, I'm trying not to this year as well, because I'm the winter and the bills and whatnot, and me building this pot and shove. I'm trying to do that on a budget as well. I'm trying to be better this year. I'm trying. But yeah, some of those thermal gloves, those heated ones. Yeah. To support Danny, like, share your bobble hats. Thank you so much. Buy me a coffee. Yeah, I've not said that for you to go and buy me a coffee now. I'm just saying thank you so much for everyone. But yeah, if you want to support the channel by buying me a coffee or super likes or becoming a member, then you're welcome to support my channel, of course. Massively helps, honestly. But yes, thank you for everyone who has done that recently. And I didn't even look at it. I went on there because I think it was Matt. It was Matt's. Yeah, it was Matt. Matt who asked me a question. Matt's garden plot asked me a question about it, and so I clicked on there, and I thought, oh my god, I hadn't logged in my new phone, and I'd seen that recently. A few viewers that sent me buy me a coffees last year, they'd come on and bought me them. So thank you so much. I have messaged you all back on there as well. So yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah. Stephen says, thank you for the shout. It's great to be a part of the huge, amazing community. What is wrong with me tonight? So you're very welcome, Stephen. Let's hope you get a few subscribers, and Father Christmas brings you a nice sub count, I suppose. I bought the missus a new bag and a new belt. Hoover works a treat now. Oh, Tom, you never cease to amaze me, honestly. I bought the missus a new bag and a new belt, and the Hoover works a treat now. Oh, we love a Christmas cracker joke. Mal love that one, I know. Trying out lined latex gloves and then winner by Kinko. Well, I was going to tell you this hack actually as well. So if you have just got normal woolly gloves and you're going to be going down the plot for a bit and you feel like they're just going to get wet, I mean, you can do it two ways. You can either put a set of gloves on top of the woolly gloves, which are a bit difficult, or put the plastic glove, the rubber gloves on first, then put your woolly gloves on top. They do kind of insulate you a bit better as well. Bat Pam, hello, nice to see you on. Trying out lined latex gloves, and they are a winner. Yes, I bought them. We'll sub you after this, Stephen. Oh, there you go. Stephen, you don't want Debs on your channel, honestly. It brings the tone down. It does. It really does. If I make it to London, I will be going to Newaki. It's an amazing shop. Their winter gloves and normal gloves are amazing, as in the Hori and the Secateurs. I didn't know they did gloves. I'd love some Pronabos, but also asked for seeds. Sent my letter to Santa. Yes, let's hope you all get what you want for Christmas. I really do mean that. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone who supports this channel. I generally do appreciate it, and you really do keep me going, because some days I think, when will this end? But it can't end, can it? I have so much fun. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone who do support this channel, even just viewing and subbing and commenting and sharing, and what's the other thing? Hypering. Is that a word? Hyping. Honestly, everything that you do to keep me going on this channel, they are small, tiny little bricks in this wall that keeps me going and continuing to garden and YouTube, because it can be tough on times. And on that note, if you all would like to put your YouTube channels in, just type in the chat now, YouTube in capitals, like I've just done. Put all your channels down now. Let's grow the community. Let's help each other out. Show viewers new channels, old channels, Deb's channel. Let's just share the community, share the views, and share the love. So pop in the chat now. Matt saying, we wish we could buy you a big Bucks Fizz, not a copy. Matt, you can PayPal me money for a Bucks Fizz if you want, Matt. I'd be well happy with that. Oh, Danny, that's the last video, although a dangerous act was hilarious. Thank you. Yes, the shotgun saga. I know. Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. I'll be back next week, and I'll try and sort out some kind of Christmas thing. We shall see. But yeah, pop in there now, YouTube. Get it done. Share the love. And I shall see you all again next week. Until then, goodbye.